Hey everybody, it's been a couple days now since the live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series has been released on Netflix, and have a lot of opinions about it, and I thought I'd tell you guys. Okay, first of all, as I'm not saying the show was bad, it was pretty good for what it is, but as a live-action version of the original show, it was not that great. But as a reimagining of the show, it was actually pretty good. Like, there were things I liked about it, but there are also things that I was very critical about because these things that they changed are a very important part of the original show. Like, they basically changed all of season 1. If you have seen the original show, then you would know season 1 is basically where the main character, Aang the Avatar, is trying to master waterbending. And he learns from Master Pakku from the Northern Water Tribe and Katara. Katara helps teach him waterbending. And they did in the live action, he only used waterbending, I'd say probably like once or twice. It was mostly Katara. And that is a very huge part of the original show, because he has to master all 4 elements in order to bring peace to the world. And waterbending is the first element that he tries to master. And throughout the show, you see him master all of the elements. You see him master waterbending with the help of Katara.
How do you feel?
And that is a very key and crucial part to the story of the Avatar. But live action did have some really good things that I liked. I really love the actor who plays Uncle Iroh, and the actor who plays Aang. He's really fun. He's really good. They chose a really good actor for him. I like the actors in the live action. They're all really good. There's no denying that, but as someone who grew up with the original show, with both Avatar and the Last Airbender and the spin-off show Legend of Korra, if you grew up watching both of those shows and you go in watching the show expecting an exact live action version of the original show, then that you're going to be disappointed, because that's not what this is at all. They changed so many things, and I've heard rumors that if they make a season 2, they're just going to completely scratch the Sozin's Comet plotline of season 2, and that was a really important part of the story, because that set off a whole ticking time bomb to where it takes place in a year. And they are trying to prepare for Sozin's Comet so they can defeat the Fire Lord. And it'd be cool if they included that in the live action, because that is a very key and crucial part to the story. But I doubt that they will, because they've made so many changes that are just... If you're a fan of the original show, the changes that they made, you will just find them absolutely ridiculous and for no reason at all. And one of the things that I really didn't like about the live action is the way that they portrayed Zuko. Like, they made him seem like just this whiny prince who's just having a tantrum. Like, he's the prince of the Fire Nation. They made him seem like he was just whiny and having a tantrum every single episode. When in reality, in the original show, he had one of if not, he had some of the most, if not all, of the best character development throughout the show. Because all the way throughout the show, he's battling an inner battle between himself to whether he is good or is bad because of his family. And that in itself, that is what makes Zuko such a great character. The fact that you see the character arc, you see what he goes through, you see his whole story. You see his battle of good and evil. And you see in the end, he eventually chooses good and he becomes part of Team Avatar and he teaches Aang firebending. And he eventually becomes Fire Lord and helps Aang rebalance the world in peace. And so I really hope that we get to see more of that storyline, because that's something that the original show did so beautifully. And I would argue, yes, the original show was made on a kids' network. It was made on Nickelodeon, but it is not just for kids. It is not just for kids at all. This show is so beautiful. It's beautifully animated. It's beautifully written. It's beautifully done. Anybody can watch this show. Any age, anything. Anybody can watch this show and fall in love with it and enjoy it. Like, take me, I grew up with both shows, Avatar and Legend of Korra. I grew up watching them when they were airing on Nickelodeon, and now I'm an adult and I still love, and I am still as in love with these shows as I was when I was younger, and probably even more. Because now that I'm older, now I can, now I understand all the messages in the show, because this show deals with things that are definitely serious issues, like war, mass genocide, imperial power over a city, controlling Ba Sing Se, the main city, and like brainwashing everybody to think that the war wasn't even happening. And the way that they handled all of those things, like all those themes in the show, was absolutely beautiful. So that's why I argue that it's not entirely a kids show. It's a very beautiful show. And it is the only TV show that I've ever watched to ever make me cry every single time I watch it. It's that beautiful, that amazing, and that good. That is why, as an adult, I still continue to love this show. I still continue to watch it, and I will forever watch it. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully that helps. If you're going to watch the live action, hopefully that helps you understand more about it, or if you know nothing about Avatar at all, hopefully that helps make you want to check out the original show, because you can watch the original show and Legend of Korra on both Netflix and Paramount Plus. They put it on Netflix a while back in 2021, I think, or back in 2020 when I can't remember when. And Paramount Plus has all the Nickelodeon stuff, so both of the shows are on there as well. So if you want to go check them out, I very highly recommend that you do. You won't regret it. You'll absolutely fall in love with them. And those are my thoughts about the live action. So hopefully that helps you guys decide if you want to watch it or not. Overall, I give the live action show a 7 out of 10. It wasn't great. It wasn't absolutely amazing, but it wasn't bad either. There were things that I liked and things that I didn't. So those are my thoughts about it.